You can access this report from Items, Reports, Purchases by Item. You can select the date range. You can select monthly, quarterly, yearly, month to date, quarter to date, year to date, life to date, custom to date, last month, last quarter, last year. If you select custom dates, you can select particular date range. If you select all, system will display all date range purchases by item report. From item drop-down menu, you can select particular item. You can select range of items. If you don't select any item, system will display all items purchases by report. You can select item category. You can select purchases account. From status, you can select active, inactive, or both items. Item type, you can select service item, physical item, or both items. If you check supplier return checkbox, system will include supplier returns to the purchases by item report. Hit View Report button. You can view the report. Headings, you can view all items, all categories, date range. You can view the items, transaction date, transaction number, supplier, quantity purchased, unit price, total purchases. You can view each item totals and you can view the grand total. If you check this supplier return include checkbox, you can view the supplier returns in this purchases by item report. You will uncheck this checkbox and refresh. Now, system will not display supplier returns. You can click this transaction and you can view the original document. In supplier reports also, we have generated purchases by supplier report. From this report also, you can view what are the items we have purchased. If you generate purchase report from supplier section, system will group by supplier name. Purchases will group by supplier name. If you generate purchases report from items module, system will grouped by items. In supplier purchases by supplier report, it's grouped by supplier. In this report is grouped by item. You can export this report to PDF, Excel, CSV, or you can print or email this report. Customer quotes by item report. From this report, you can generate what are the items you have quoted to your customers. You can access this report from Items, Reports, customer codes by item. From report filters, you can select your items. You can select active, inactive or both items. You can select your item categories. You can select service, physical and both items. From report options, you can select date range. From style, you can select summary or detailed report. You can select quotation status. You can select accepted, declined, pending, expired, invoiced or all quotations. Hit view report button. You can view customer costs by item report. You can view the date range. You can view page numbers. From this report, you can view items you have quoted to your customers. You can view the quotation date, quotation number, customer name, quotation expiry date, quotation status, quantity, total cost, total selling price, GP amount, GP percentage. You can view each items and you can view the total for each item and you can view the grand total. We have generated customer costs reports from customer module, customers, reports, customer costs by customer, in this report, quotations grouped by customer. In this report, customer costs by item report is grouped by item. By clicking this transaction, you can view the original document and you can export this report to PDF, CSV or Excel, and you can print or email this report. You can generate summary report, items, reports, customer costs by item, you can select style as summary and view report. In this report, you can view one line for one item. Customer sales orders by item report. From this report, you can generate what are the items in customer sales orders. You can access this report from items, reports, customer sales orders by item. You can select date range. You can select items. You can select item categories. You can select item status. You can select report style. From document status, you can select pending, invoiced, or all sales orders. Hit View Report button. You can view what are the items in customer sales orders. You can view item name, sales order date, sales order number, customer name, status of the sales order, quantity, total cost, total selling price, GP amount, and GP percentage. You can view grand total. We have generated customer sales orders report from customer module, customers, reports, customer sales orders by customer. In this report, system has grouped sales orders by customer name. In customer sales orders by item report, sales orders grouped by item. You can generate summary report. In customer sales orders by item report, you can view. In the summary report, you can view one line for one item. In detailed report, you can view item-wise report, and by clicking this transaction, you can view the original document. You can export this report to PDF, Excel, CSV. You can print or email this report. In customer sales orders by customer report, you can generate the report in customer's currency. However, in customer sales orders by item report, you can generate the report only in home currency. Purchase orders by item report. From this report, you can view what are the items in purchase orders. You can access this report from items, reports, supplier purchase orders by item. From report filters, you can select items. You can select active, inactive, or both items. You can select item categories. You can select item type. From report options, you can select date range. From style, you can select summary or detailed report. From purchase order status, you can select confirmed purchase orders, cancelled purchase orders, pending purchase orders, overdue purchase orders, invoice purchase orders, or all purchase orders. Hit View Report. From this report, in Summary Report, you can view what are the items, total quantity, total cost. You can view each item, quantity, and cost, and you can view the grand total. We will generate detailed report. In detailed report, you can view transaction-wise report. You can view purchase order date, purchase order number, supplier name, delivery date, status of the purchase order, quantity, unit price, and total purchases. In detailed report, you can view item-wise total and grand total. You can generate purchase order report from supplier module, suppliers, reports, supplier purchase orders by supplier, in supplier purchase orders by supplier report, purchase orders grouped by supplier name. In purchase orders by item report, purchase orders grouped by item. Supplier purchase orders by supplier report you can generate in home currency or supplier's currency. However, purchase orders by item report you can view only home currency. By clicking this transaction, you can view the original document. You can export this report to PDF, CSV, Excel, and these formats. You can print or email this report. Item movement report. From item movement report, you can view items in and out report. You can access this report from items, reports, item movement. From report filters, you can select items. You can select active, inactive, or both items. You can select item categories. You can select item type. From report options, you can select date range. From style, you can select summary or detailed report. Hit View Report button. You can view the item movement. You can view item movement, transaction date, transaction number, transaction description, customer or supplier, quantity. You can view the net item movement and grand total for item movement. In this report, transactions has grouped by item and supplier invoices and customer returns in plus values, customer invoices and supplier returns in minus values. Supplier invoices in plus value, customer credit notes in plus value, customer invoices in minus value, supplier returns in minus value. You can view the summary report. In summary report, one line for one item, and you can view net item movement in this report. By clicking these transactions, you can view the original document. You can export this report to PDF, CSV, or Excel. You can print or email this report. Item valuation report. This report will show you the total value of each item as of the selected date based on the quantity on hand and the unit cost. It will also show you the total value of all items. You can access this report from Items, Reports, Item Valuation. You can select the date. If you want, you can backdate this date and you can generate the report. You can select items. You can select item categories. You can select item status. You can select cost method. You can select average cost or last cost. You can exclude items with zero quantities. Hit View Report. You can view item code, description, item category, active or inactive items, quantity on hand, item cost, item value. You can view the grand total. From this report, you can view the cost method. You can select last cost and you can generate the report. Then value will calculate from based on last cost. In average cost, value will calculate quantity on hand into average cost. If you select last cost, value will calculate quantity on hand into last cost. When you generate item valuation report, if you want, you can exclude items with zero quantities. If you want to exclude zero quantities items, you can check this checkbox. If you want to view items with zero quantities, you can uncheck this checkbox and refresh. Then system will display zero quantities items in the report. If you want to exclude, you can check this exclude checkbox and refresh. Then zero quantity items will not display in the report. You can export this report to PDF, Excel, CSV, and you can print or email this report. Price list report. If you are offering different prices to different customers, you will need to create separate price list for each group of customers. After you create price list, you can view item prices in price list. You can access this report from items, reports, price list. You can select price list. You can select items. You can select item categories. You can select item status. You can select item type. You can select inclusive price or exclusive price. Hit the report button. From this report, you can view item code, item description, item category, item unit, and price list prices. In this report, there are two price lists. You can view the item prices for each price list. Here prices display in exclusive prices. If you want to view inclusive prices, you can select inclusive price and refresh. You can view each price list item prices. You can export this report to PDF, Excel, and CSV. You can print or email this report. Item bundle report. From item bundle report, you can view each bundle item's component with prices. You can access this report from items, reports, item bundle. You can select bundle items. You can select price list. Hit view report button. From this report, you can view each bundle item, components of the bundle item, quantity, average cost, total exclusive price, total inclusive price, and average cost for that bundle item, exclusive selling price for bundle item, and inclusive selling price for the bundle item. item quantities report. You can access this report from items, reports, select item quantities. You can select items, you can select item categories, you can select item status, hit view report button. From this report, you can view item code, item description, item category, item active or not, quantity on hand, quantity reserved, quantity available. If you want to reserve quantities, you can set from company settings, company, change company settings, item settings. You can check sales orders reserve item quantities checkbox. After that, when you enter sales orders, system will reserve those sales orders item quantities. From quantity available, you can view quantity available for sales. You can export this report to PDF, Excel, and CSV. You can print or email this report.